Imagine a huge global commerce company running its data solution into a cloud platform, and the data, the massive data related to the transaction records, the customer transaction, the machine learning, the AI model, everything is stored in there. Let's assume a situation. It's a Monday morning, and then all your business dashboards, all your machine learning models, all the data pipelines, your reporting application, all are working perfectly fine. There is no issue at all. But all of a sudden, what happens is the region where you stored your data becomes unavailable at the moment. It means that you are not able to reach your data, even though your code is perfectly fine. There is no issue in the code, but due to the data is not reachable, all your business dashboards are displaying no results. Your machine learning models, your AI ecosystem is showing some abrupt or abnormal results, and so on. Now, when you look back and look at the root cause, you come to know that this is a simple architectural design. So what does this mean? It means whenever you store the data, have you stored the data into a single region, or you have migrated the same data into other regions as well? It means that, see, whenever you use Google Cloud Services, precisely the storage services, that service will give you an option. It means that it will ask you, hey, you want to store your data into a single region, or you want to replicate the same data into other regions as well. It means that when one region goes down, you can get the data into other regions, and this is where exactly the concept of single region and the multi-regions comes into picture. And this is what we are going to study in detail through this video, but in most simplistic way. Now, one more question arises. You may ask that, hey, the Google Cloud gives me an option to store the data or replicate the data throughout the globe, multi-regions. Why can't we go by default? But it's not that easy. It's because when you want to choose another region, you have to take a lot of factors into consideration. It means you have to decide, or you have to take a decision on how it affects my latency, how it affects my network cost, how it affects my backup, how it affects the government rules and regulations which is precise to that particular region. So keeping all this into consideration, we are going to do a deep dive through this video, right? And last most important thing is, when you attempt the Google Cloud's Professional Data Engineer Certification exam, even there the questions will be somehow related to they may ask you a direct or indirect question in a form of use case based on this single region or multi-region. So this becomes an absolute important for you guys to go through or make your fundamentals very strong, so that you can understand the question and you can pick the right answer during the examination as well. So without any delay, guys, let's move on to the video. What multi-regional is all about. So multi-regional means your data or service is stored, or it's available in more than one region automatically, right? It means your data or service is available in more than one region automatically. Okay, so you don't need to select the regions, and you don't need to manage the replication either. Everything will be handled or taken care by Google, and it will be done automatically. Okay, now why multi-regional is important? So multi-regional is important for high availability, for disaster recovery, for fast access for global users, and data durability. I hope this is quite tricky right now. Let's move to the blackboard and we will see this on a world map, just to make sure that the things become much clearer and much simpler. Let's go to the map. Sorry, let's go to the map. Yeah, it's over here. Okay, perfect. Let me go here now. This is a world map, right? First thing is, we'll see what is multi-regional. Okay, let me take this out here, right? Let's consider two regions only for our understanding. This is region 1 and this is region 2. Just for our understanding, it's not fully technical, just to make things very simpler at the beginner level. Okay, so let's say that I create a cloud storage bucket in Google Cloud and I select it as a multi-regional. How to do that we will be doing hands-on at the end of playlist, but now for safekeeping or to keep the things as simple as possible, what I can say now is, assume that in India I will upload an image of horse into the Google Cloud. Make sense? Yep. And then what happens is the Google Cloud automatically create multiple copies of the same image, and these copies are stored in Google selected regions. I don't know where exactly they may save, but the data is somewhere saved. Okay, so I upload a horse and I say that I want to keep the copy of this image as a multi-regional, right? And then what happens is automatically this image will be replicated or saved either in R2 or either in this region or this region. We don't know, we don't have any control on that, and we don't need to bother also. What we need to bother is my image is safe and it is saved across multiple regions. Ultimately, I want to say my image or my data is highly available. I hope you are correlating the concept of high availability in multi regions. Okay, it means that my data is available, I cannot say globally, but it is saved in other regions as well. I don't know which region it has saved, I don't know which data center it has selected. I have no control on anything and I don't want to bother also. So these copies are stored in different Google selected regions. Okay, so this is an aspect of high availability. It means your horse image is available across other regions as well. This is point number one. Point number two is, let's assume that what should happen or what may happen during the failure. Now imagine one region goes down. Let's see that this region goes down. I have uploaded the image due to some surveys or downtime, whatever it could be. Yep. Now I cannot access this image because the complete region is down due to natural disasters as well, some failures or maintenance, whatever it could be. Now what happens to my image then? Now the Google serves the data from another region. It means if this region is down, I have selected as the multi-regional, it will pick the same image from other region as well, and that gives me the output or whatever I asked to serve. And we don't have any control from which region that image is picked. We don't have any control on that. What we want, my image should be highly available, so in case of failure I can able to access my image. That's point number two. Point number one we have seen high availability. Point number where is that? Okay, point number two is we have see in case of failure or downtime. Okay, it means my data is not lost. Okay, and third very important aspect is speed or latency. Now assume that your data is only in India, okay, but a user want to access it from the US, right? The request has to travel long distance. It means from here the person has to see if my image is not multi-regional. I'm saying that scenario. It means my image is only present in India and someone wants to access the same image from US. So the request has to travel all the way to fetch that image and give back to this user. So what happens due to this? The speed decreases, there could be much latency, and the access would be quite slower, and it's relatively not that great experience for the users. Okay, let me rub this so that it's become clear now. Okay, so where is that? Okay, that's fine. So this is why we use high availability. So multi-regional advantages is your data is highly available, your service also, but no need to go into service. Just for understanding purpose, just think of a simple data, that is your image of the horse. And then we have seen it's we I mean the failure, it can handle the failures, and also this will increase the speed. Now the question arises, when should we use multi-regional and when we should use only single region. So this in exam there could be a question on such type of use cases. Now listen it very carefully. When we use multi-regional, these three conditions should mean, it means that my data should be highly available across the globe, and in case of failure my user should not wait until the failure got down or the issue is resolved, and I want to give the best of experience in the form of latency is concerned. And that's the reason we should go for the multi-regionals. If your users are global, or your data is extremely business critical and you need maximum availability and you cannot afford any downtimes as well. Okay, so these are the reason we should go for multi-regional. And when we should go for only single region. Okay, so first thing is, see, it's like this. If you want to opt for multi-regional, you have to pay more, obviously. If you want a single region, you have to pay the required charges. So it means when you have cost is your concern, cost is one of the concern. You say that I don't want multi-regional because my business users are related to only Asia, so I don't want to do all those things and I don't want to pay more as well, right? And the data must stay in one country or one region as well. And this is very important point for examination point of view, and there are some compliances. Okay, that for example you have the medical data. Okay, so there are some government rules and regulation, there are some compliances. What the compliances could be is, the data of a person who belongs to India, his data should not be located or should not be replicated across other country. I'm just giving one example because there are some government rules that your data is very critical. I mean the user information, especially the medical data of a person is much critical, and the government says to a company saying that if you want to design a Google Cloud solution, I don't want my patients data or record to be shared or to be saved across multiple regions. So there could be a question on this by using a use case. Make sense? Now what multi-regional does not mean, again important for exam. Let me erase all the things now so that okay, what you think like multi-region means, I have a region 1, I have a region 2. Okay, it means that I want to upload an image of horse, and I will select, while uploading the image of horse, I will select this as I want to keep this image of horse as multi-regional. In this case, Google will not provide you to select the regions where you want to save the image of horse. You just tick or checkbox that option, say multi-regional, and run the show. It's not like if I want to upload the horse, Google will give you option, okay, which zone you want to select, which region you want to select, which data center you want to select. It's not like that. Google will automatically keep the copy of your data across the globe, and you don't know where exactly it has kept that data. Okay, perfect. Now let's bring on one more absolutely important concept. Okay, how the communication happens. Now just forget about multi-regional and high availability and all. Let's think I have a region 1 and I have a region 2, I have a region 3 somewhere over here, and I have a region 4. Okay, now let me just put all the things in one circle. Very important, guys. Whenever Google replicates the data, replicate in the sense wherever Google saves the data or stores the data in other regions, the Google uses its own private global network. Okay, very important. Google has got its own network. Okay, it has got its own network which will connect all the zones, all the data centers, all the regions, and so on, so on. Okay, it always uses its own Google's private global network. It will not use your public internet, and this network is highly secure and it's very fast. Okay, I repeat, Google will not use your public network. It has got its own dedicated network. It has got its own dedicated network which is used to communicate across all the regions, across all the zones, across all the data centers, throughout the globe rather. And this network is very fast and it's highly secured. So this is very important for certification exam is concerned. So Google has its own network. It will not use your public network. Makes sense? To communicate within its resources from India to US, from US to Japan, it will communicate with its own private global network. Yep. So that's all for this video. Let me go to the slides and then we will just see what are the definitions or the points we have written in the slides. Let's go to the slides, guys. All right. We have covered this slide, what is multi-regional, and we have also seen why multi-regional is important. And next, when should we go for multi-regional? When should a data engineer use only single regions? We have also covered that point. Anyway, I will be sharing all the slides. You just go through it in your free time, so that would be easy for you. But my main means what I insist or request is to understand the principle behind it. Okay, so this content you will get anyhow. Okay, and this is very important thing. What multi-regional does not mean. Okay, it means you don't choose zones, you don't have any control where in which regions the data is stored or replicated, and you do not manage any replication. Rather, Google handles everything for you. Make sense? Perfect. Next is, this is our global map for understanding, and this is multi-regional and high availability. Okay, so multi-regional, it ensures that data remains available and accessible even if entire region fails. I hope we have covered this point as well. And next important thing is the resources are connected through Google's private global network, and it does not use your public internet. And this global private network is highly fast and it's most secured. Make sense? And this network connects all the regions, zones, data center, and other regional services. So in a nutshell, you think that Google has its own network which is distributed throughout the globe. That's all. Okay, and we have seen a use case. What happens when I load the data to GCP service, which is multi-regional? I think we have covered this as a part of when we upload an image of an horse. What happens exactly when I select that option as multi-regional? No need to worry at all, because at the end of this playlist I will be creating a video to demonstrate all the things we have covered in hands-on. Means we are literally going to Google Cloud and we are creating the regions, and we are uploading the images, and we'll see how exactly the things works. Make sense? As this is, as I want always say that at the beginner level, I don't want to keep anything much technical at right now. Okay, so as we go further, definitely you will get a good understanding. So thanks guys, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video soon.